Hello. I'm back. I'm here. I am alive. I've been posted like a couple months now. Damn. If it sounds a little bit weird, it's because I'm recording in my garage. So, yeah. I'm just going to be yapping while doing crappy drawings of all of my characters, I guess. Maybe I might just draw the head only. That's okay. I need to change the opacity of that. Just make sure it's the right brush. Yep, too big. Let's start out with the Dileon OCs. Bro, I'm using a template. How am I already failing? Alright, we'll start out with Dileon. I'm still crappy. So, I've only been drawing on paper for a while. So I haven't, I've been mainly focusing on Sonic characters. So I haven't drawn Dileon in that recently. At all. That looks really weird. Maybe I'll just go back to my old style of drawing eyes, because that looks better. No, I won't color. This is basically just yapping about. There's a car outside. Damn. Just yapping, because I feel like it. I complain about some shit, because I can. There's a frill. That looks really weird. Stylish eye. Maybe I should explain what stylish eye is. If I complain about art, I still love everyone's drawings of my characters. It's just critiques that I felt I could never say for some reason. Critiques about stylish eye. People usually draw her really well, especially Flame. Jesus, I love Flame's art style. Don't leave me in him. Flame might hear this. Flame, your art style is goated, bro. You should be paid. That's stylish eye, I guess. Shit, that looks good as hell. I'm in the garage, so might be a spy. I already said it in the garage. Sorry, I'm really tired. I'm on 2 hours of sleep. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope everyone got what they wanted for Christmas. I know I did. I got the Dino Rivals Savage Strike Dilophosaurus. That's the purple one. I've wanted that since it came out, so that one's sick. Neon looks really weird. Okay, I'll draw a Neon now. The Depressed Velociraptor. A lot of you have noticed, no one's noticing, no one cares about my channel that much. Some of you might have noticed that the Dileon series and the Roommate series have been unlisted. That is because some assholes, what's it called? They gave it, the a-holes at YouTube gave me a strike for it. Because of violence and gore and crap. There's people posting nudity crap on YouTube, and I get told off for cartoon gore, and they weren't recommended for kids. I never sent my video for kids, and so that happened. I'm very sorry to Average if you're watching this, that the Roommate series is cancelled. I did really like your idea. I might move on to Sonic content, or continue the Kaiju AU, which I was really happy about. And I had some story written for that, but not much. Neon. What can I say about Neon? The depressed blue Velociraptor. A lot of people would draw Neon with lightning spikes coming out of his head really weirdly. Still crappy drawing of Neon right there. So they draw them at the top. Yeah, I can never pronounce his name. I feel so bad. Yasunaka drew his lightning bolts coming out of his head like that. So did Flame. Little horns like that. And it might have been just a creative decision, but his lightning bolts come out of his eyes there. No offense. The drawings are still really good, and I really liked them. And his lightning bolts come out of his head, and they go like that, kind of. So they're supposed to be basically his source of life. So in the last episode of the Roommate series that I posted, he was removing them, and you can get the gist. That's Neon for you, the blue raptor boy. What's next? Dim. Everyone loves Dim. I don't think that Dim was supposed to be the villain. I should explain the Dialion series because lore was very confusing. I was not a good lore writer 2 years ago. Oh, Jesus, 2 years old now. Dim was supposed to be the villain, but my friends really liked him, so I changed that. He is a black dimensional. Oh, I am really itchy. Ah, oh, sugar. I've got mozzie bites. Ow. Mosquito bites. Sorry. My friends all really liked him, and so I changed it. He was one of the main heroes. And well, he's asexual. I don't know if that's important. I should draw like a mini little body for him. Sail. So what he did to Pixie was basically just put her in the Shadow Realm. So if you've watched Invincible, his portals are basically like, what's his name? Darkwing? Darkwing's portals. So it's like the Shadow Realm there. Pixie's surviving there. She was going to come back in the room. I see she was going to escape, but never happened. I am terrified right now. As you know, I'm Australian. And living in a garage that hasn't been... Oh, not living. Recording in a garage that hasn't been cleaned out. Not the best idea, especially with redbacks. And there's metal right next to me, and redbacks love metal. Alright, that's Dim. Demi boy. Who's next? Spinoflora. Okay. She was really cool. So back in... me and my friends, we'd come up with an element, and I would draw a dinosaur to fit that element. I said Spinosaurus, and someone said grass. And so I agreed to it. Spinoflora was female, but I never drew her with the eyelashes. Which is how most people draw thingies with eyelashes. So she had, I don't know, florokinesis is what I want to call it. She could control, like, plants and stuff. And she got lit on fire by, I think it was Acroflame. So it was who Gigadon killed. And Acroflame was just a throw-off character who was designed to just be a one-off kill. Just an Acrocanthosaurus who controlled purple fire. I should probably do, like... No, I'm not going to draw the background characters. Who next? Allosect. We all know what happened to Allosect. I will not say it in this video. I really regret going down that storyline with Allosect, and how I handled it was incredibly stupid. And I regret it. And I say, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. But we won't draw Ceratosect, her daughter. We will not be drawing Ceratoguy either, because I hate him. That's Allosect, Allosaurus insect. So she's part Allosaurus, part praying mantis. She's got the little thingamajiggies. And part scorpion. There you go. I should have sketched. You know, when I used to draw, this is how I used to draw it. And I'm sure you would have seen it before. This is how I used to draw. And I'm sure that, yeah, that looks much better. You know, I like that. Oh, and she has a split mandible. So, go out like that. Kind of like a snake. You know, like snakes, they have the split lower mandible, yeah. Let's go Allosect, who was going to be Allosect's love interest. Tauros. So he killed Aura Mimus, the golden Suchomimus, who went after Diloshai when she had seen Neon get revived. Ooh, his head's supposed to be stubbier than that. He's like a pug. There we go. Got it. He's chill. He's a bit stupid. Like, he's a nice guy. There was going to be a subplot in the Roommate series where like helps Allosect with her trauma, because he's genuinely he's like imagine a gamer guy, like just a chill gamer. Dim's the asshole gamer, and he's a chill gamer. So he's a Carnotaurus who died, and he can travel through. the hell was that? Ah, the Raven just landed on the roof, sorry. Scared the crap out of me. He can travel through the ghost dimension, which is where Ghost Yon was, and the living dimension, which is what... God, what is that? I hope it's a raven. Drop bear. He can travel through the living and the dead realm. So that he revived Neon by giving him the source of his power, which is the lightning bolt. Which is right there. So yeah, that's how Neon was revived. Who next? Who am I missing? I'm not going to draw other people's OCs. If you want me to, I can do that in a future video. I don't think there's any more Dylion characters. Ooh, there isn't. Is there? Oh, yes, there is. There is. I'm sure everyone's favorite character, right? Everyone loves her. Pixie! Everyone loves Pixie, right? Who doesn't love Pixie? Everyone hates Pixie. Who am I talking? Who am I kidding? She doesn't really have any defining... So she's pink Comsognatus. Basically what she wanted was control over every single character, especially Dim. And that's why she created Dylion to harness so much power. Because Dyloshot's power is plasma, Neon's is pure electricity. So she wanted to combine that power and create Dylion, harvest Dylion. Dylion killed her, and then died horribly. No one likes Pixie. We're done. And I'm not drawing Dylion because Dylion is basically just these two mixed together. What are season next? We could do... Do I? No. I'm not going to do the basking critters. Okay, for Gigadon and the British Stylo, I will draw Tango Mango. Because who doesn't love a good Tango Mango? Am I right? Everyone loves a Tango. And a Mango. So, my mate Alex actually named him Tango Mango. I drew this Spinosaurus, and Alex was like, Tango Mango. And I was like, huh? And he was like, Tango Mango. And I was like, alright. Called him Tango Mango. Rest is history. So he's chill. He literally, as his name states, he loves mangoes, and he loves to tango. Something's going on outside, and I don't like it. Alright, that's Tango Mango. Jesus, I'm terrified right now. I really don't like this. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't hear it, but there's like a lot of sounds going on right now. Alright. Kaiju AU. Yes. I had a lot of fun voice acting the Kaiju AU. I know it sounds so cringy. What was I don't remember the main character's name, but it was just my voice. I did a lot of other voices for the scientists and stuff. I just made that in CapCut. Just put the sounds in there. CapCut made it so that you couldn't harvest sound from video anymore without paying money. I'm broke as hell, so no, I'm not paying them. So I probably can't make it anymore, unless I use Flipperclip. I could use Flipperclip for that. But let's go with Nozuki first. Nozuki's my favorite kaiju. I don't know if the Wombats are technically classed as kaiju, but still, I love the Wombats. So obviously I had to... He's got a big-ass eye. That's his wing. So I changed all of their designs. And so Nozuki represents darkness and fear. I know, he's edgy. But that's not why I chose him. So he represents fear. Yes, he causes fear, but because he represents fear, he's constantly feeling it. He's in a constant anxiety loop of fear because of what Project Atlas did to him. They basically swapped him with someone else. And so Nozuki constantly lives in fear, and he constantly causes fear. And, of course, we have to have an opposite to that. I don't know, no, she's not an opposite. But we have Tiamat. That nose is too long. The Titan of Beauty. And obviously, if you watch the series, you'd see that they had a symbiotic relationship. That was on purpose. And she was supposed to be in a relationship with him. So, yeah, I know. I cringe shipping videos. God, how dare I? And so she was, unlike the Tiamat in regular Godzilla, she was supposed to be more kind. Definitely a little bit cocky, but more kind cocky, not like, I'm gonna kill you cocky. She's supposed to be in a symbiotic relationship with Nozuki. Then we have, I'm drawing these all from memory, by the way. It's not like I have a little sheet of paper next to me. Next we have Leviathan. So we never see Leviathan in the movie. So I thought it would be cool to make him the Titan of Insanity. That looks really weird, but we're going with it. I think that's how I designed him. And he had that little nook in his neck right there. Gigadon drew him really well, and I really like that drawing. Let's rank my mates on how good they are at drawing, shall we? Do not be offended if you're in last place. I love everyone's art style. Definitely more than mine. Okay, let's go. The Flames definitely first. Flames rendering and shading and all of that is top notch. I don't know why she decides to do everything for free. She needs to be paid thousands for her work. Gator Boy next. I love Gator Boy's cartoonish art style. I loved the way he drew Neon. He's the first person to draw Neon correctly, with the lightning bolts coming out of the eyes. I'm going to repeat that a lot. Next we've got Scylla. Scylla sucked when I designed her. I just don't like Scylla as a whole. So she's Scorpion and Ammonite. I think she had 3 eyes. One small one there. I'm just going to do that crappily. And she's got the antenna like that. Yeah, that was a bad voice crack. Damn. Obviously, I do voice acting for Gator Boy, so I'm going to be a little bit biased. Next, I do like Gigadon's art style. Gigadon's pretty good. Let's go... what's a British Stylo? Dilophosaurus with internet access. I like his art style as well. That's pretty good. I haven't, obviously, Average does the Paper Dragon, so I haven't seen his art style much either. But from what I've seen, it's pretty good. Scorpy's last. Scorpy, you're Scorpy. You're last. Last place because you're short. I'm just kidding. Scorpy, your art style's amazing. But, yeah, that's all of my mates, I think. I'd say I'm more of a fan of Jansen more than I am a friend. I hope I'm not pushing myself too far by calling those guys my friends. I don't know. Who's next? I say, alright, for Ghidorah, we're going to draw one head. And of course that head is going to be Kevin. So Kevin's angry. No, I'm just kidding. Kevin is a baby. He is a happy little guy, and no one will ever hurt my boy because he is happy. So I think she was the Titan of Ground, Titan of Insanity, Titan of Beauty, Titan of the Clouds. That's what he was. Yes. Ah! Jesus! This is Spider. This is Spider. Pool noodle. I'll kill the pool noodle. Jesus Christ. It's a huntsman. That was a bit excessive. Scared the crap out of me. God. Frickin' spiders. Step over its corpse. I hate living in Australia. Frickin' huntsman spiders. Ugh. Big one as well. Ugh. There we go. I forgot what I was going to say. Let's draw Godzilla next. Gator Boy was not happy with how I drew Godzilla. Did his design. Godzilla, in regular universe, he's a piece of crap. I do like him. But for my AU, he is the Titan of plants. He's a beautiful little boy, and he is pure happiness. Crappy drawing, fam. No one likes Godzilla. Let's go Mothra next. Mothra was fun to design. I did quite like drawing her. There's her mandible. Sorry, I'm still bucking from that spider, and the pool noodle made a really loud sound. Sorry. Her antenna were fun to draw. I like drawing those. Those were pretty. I hope I didn't I hope no one's like shocked because that was a really loud sound. There's 1, 2. There we go. Mothra. Are there any more kaiju in the AU? Oh, Shimon Rodan. Obviously they're swapped. I didn't draw Kong. I freaking hate Kong. Let's draw Shimo. So Shimo's the Titan of Magma. I didn't change any genders. Mainly because I couldn't be bothered. Oh yeah, I'm not drawing like the eyelash things. I keep forgetting that I need to do that. I've been drawing Sonic characters for too long. Oh, Quetzalcoatl, I'm forgetting her as well. I don't know. Oh, bad voice crack again. I don't know why. So back in the Dial series, I thought it was cool to not give characters pupils. So literally only 2 characters have pupils. But obviously I'm doing better. Yep, that's her. Rodan. Titan of Ice. I don't remember how. Oh, it's like he had like the little. Yeah, and then a little 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 yeah. Yeah! Rodan! I've also gotten into Dispatch lately. That's a really good game. I did love Dispatch. One sec, Mozzie. Got it. Got to Dispatch lately. Good game. Love Sonar. Flambe. Flambe's pretty good. Who else have we got? Kaiju's here. Oh yeah, Quetzalcoatl. How did I draw Quetzalcoatl? There we go. She is the Titan of the Skies. She also looks really weird. Again, just crappy drawings. I've already been drawing for over 20 minutes. My tablet is screaming at me. What can I talk about? Ooh, Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, being a Sonic fan really sucks. Like, it really does. Alright, we'll start off with my my boy. My favorite one of the group. We'll go with Toxin. Now, I'm really bad at drawing Sonic characters on digital. So, Toxin the Frilled Lizard is a former diamond cutter in a relationship with Whisper the Wolf. He has pretty heavy trauma, but as always with my characters, he masks it with confidence and jokes. Neon doesn't. Neon's just traumatized because no one likes it. Yeah, that's Toxin. He's a frilled lizard. He's really good with music. He plays the guitar. He plays the guitar. He's a guitar Westbond that fires heavy sound wave blasts. Who's next? Let's go Orax. Love Orax. Orax is a golden-tailed gecko, Strophoros tenacata. My favorite native Aussie animal. He's chill, so he's basically just a wholesome boy. He likes baking. He likes Sticks the Badger. And he likes everything else. He's got 2 yellow sails. Oh, and he fires molten gold from his tail. But he never uses it. He's basically just chill. He's got the little dots that need to be all over his body. So he used to have people that show like that, but that was too hard to draw and I couldn't be bothered. Ariel. So we've got Ariel and Aereo. So Ariel is a female Draco lizard, and no, they're not in a relationship before you ask. Ariel is a female Draco lizard. She looks like that. She has Tourette syndrome, and her main tick is her gliders retracting back into her body. And so that happens while she's out flying, and she crashes a lot, unfortunately for her. And so she's in the regular dimension. I think that's how you draw her. I can't remember properly. Oh, I forgot the little... There you go. And then we've got Aereo. He lives in the soul dimension. He's best friends with Marine the raccoon. He has obsessive compulsive disorder, and it's really bad. He's got the little head spikes. He's also a Draco lizard. He's got little frills as well. He's shy. He likes engineering. So he's basically the Soul Dimension version of Tails. And he lives with Marine on South Set Island. There we go. And I think that's all of my characters. 22 characters. Of course, not including the smiling critters. Not the smiling critters, the basking critters and the burrowing critters. I think that's all. Let me know if you'd want me to do a one with my friends OCs, because I'll definitely do that. Do some voices for Patrick in the middle of it, because I do the voice for Patrick. Thank you, Gator Boy. And thank you for watching.